All right, Jimmy and Greg from the Who You Got podcast back to give you our quick picks for this weekend. That's when we're going to give you our picks. We're not going to elaborate too much, so you can just watch this, know who to bet in a 10, 15-minute clip. So here we go. College football is where we're going to start, Jimmy, and here's who I really, really like. I like Iowa State at home versus Iowa. I really like what I saw from Iowa State versus Kansas State over there across the pond. I do. I think they moved the ball well. I think they played D and stood up when they had to. Now, Iowa's known for defense, not really known for great offense. So I think in this rivalry, give me Iowa State at home. I'll lay the 3 happily. We'll see what Iowa State can do, see if they can keep it rolling here. My next one. This one seemed a little fishy of a line here, Jimmy. Baylor getting 2.5 at SMU. Look, Auburn went in there, did what they had to do against Baylor, but I'm willing to give Baylor another shot here. I am. I think this line smells a little bit. Maybe SMU's a touch overrated. So I am going to roll with the Baylor Bears on the road plus 2.5.
Okay.
This is kind of the week of funny lines for me. I'm smelling fishy lines everywhere. Another one that popped up. Mississippi State, not a great team. At home versus Arizona State, getting 6.5. Seems the Sharps have been kind of all over this. Bet this number down a little bit. But even at 6.5, I'm willing to take a shot here on Mississippi State at home. They're power rated 57th. And then you look at Arizona State coming off that great year, and their power ranking is 39th, not great, but it's still up there. I think a lot of people are going to try to hammer Arizona State. They're going to put them in teasers. They're going to put them in moneyline parlays, and it's going to be a not so fast, my friend. Give me Mississippi State at home. And then the last one, another home team where it smells a little funny. Illinois seems to be a little bit of a sweetheart for everyone this year. Think they could be a surprise in the Big Ten. Well, their power rating's not that great. It's third. And you look at a team like Duke, and they're all the way down at 56. They're only getting 3? Someone knows something. Give me the Blue Devils at home. So my 3, Iowa State at home, Baylor plus 2.5 on the road, Mississippi State plus 6.5 at home, and Duke plus 3 at home. Jimmy, who you got?
Was that 3 or 4? I don't know.
That was my 4.
So this is what I got. I'll keep it quick. First of all, Kansas 2-0. As much as it pains me to say it after our pissiness with them during the basketball season, worst number 1 seed of all time. We'll say it again. Look, we liked Fresno in that first game, and we got hosed. We had a tough first week. We had a great second week, tough first week. They look really good on offense. They look fast on defense. They had a cupcake last week in Wagner. They're going to Missouri. Now, I think they lose this game, but 6.5 is too many. So give me Kansas. They're going to keep it close. They're going to surprise some people this year. That's my first pick. My second pick, I'm going to give you a total. Michigan State versus BC. Michigan State likes to play defense. I'm not sold on BC in any way, shape, or form. Still an early season game. 45 and a hook is the number. Give me the under. I love unders early in the year. I love unders at Michigan State. And last but not least, I don't love betting teams that I actively root for. We're taking Michigan. Michigan's getting 5.5. They're the higher ranked team. And in week 1, they did nothing to make you think they shouldn't be the higher ranked team. I get it. They're playing on the road. They're at Oklahoma. But Bryce Underwood, I'm telling you, is my long shot. I bet him 45-1 to win the Heisman after what I saw in week 1. So give me Michigan, the better team, getting 5.5 points. That's a couple units for me.
Love Michigan. Love that pick. Hate Oklahoma, that stupid little thing they run out in. Looks like the Oregon Trail. It's just a dumb thing, that wagon. I hope it falls apart when they run it out this week. All right, let's move on to the NFL. I'm going to give you my 5 favorite plays here. Love the Falcons at home getting 1.5. Look, I think Tampa's a great team. I think they win that division. But week 1 on the road, I think this is a little bit of a bad spot for Tampa. I think the Falcons are going to come out fired up. I think Bijan will be ready to go. Give me the Falcons. Next one, another home team here. Love the Colts at home, giving 1.5 with Danny Dimes and JT. Miami, look, we don't know what to expect from Miami. They're a team we talked about on this show many times. They could win 10 games, we wouldn't be surprised. They could win 5 games, we wouldn't be surprised. But they're going to have to prove it to me on the road. Colts are a sneaky good home team with just about every year. So give me the Colts minus 1.5. Love the Jags, giving 3.5 to Carolina. Carolina was this kind of sexy team at the end of the year, but you know what? They were still losing games. They were just covering spreads, so people thought they were a little better than they are. So, not a fan of Carolina here. Give me the Jags laying 3.5 at home. Trevor Lawrence should be able to do whatever he wants with that offense. That offense is good. Make no mistake about it. All right. This is my second favorite play of the week because the Bills are my favorite one, which I'll get to in a minute. Look, Lions plus 2.5 at the Packers is a freaking gift. They are still the best team in the NFC. Packers are going to have to prove it to me. Jordan Love is going to have to prove it to me. Getting Micah Parsons is not going to stop the Lions. Did we not see what the Detroit did to Dallas when Micah was there? They put up, 802 points on them. Until they can prove it to me that they can slow down that Detroit team, give me the Lions getting 2.5. Campbell will go in there. He'll do his thing. He knows how to coach. It's it. That's all for me. All right. And then the Bills. 1.5, Jimmy, at home versus a Ravens team that they play well against. Josh Allen will be ready to go. Bills Mafia will be fired up. This is the year, like I said, the Bills get over the hump and get back to that Super Bowl, and they're going to start it out on the right foot here with a 1-0 record. They're going to show Lamar that you're still the bridesmaid, not the bride. Josh Allen beats Lamar again. How about you?
Hey, I don't disagree with any of your picks. The one that I was up in the air about was the Falcons-Bucks game, but the Bucks just lose games they should win, so I like the pick. So I've got 4. We're going to start in the North with the Steelers. If they can't go in and beat the Jets by 3 points, then they need to just hang it up. They've got one of the best coaches around. They still have TJ Watt. They made some other good trades on defense. DK Metcalf, Warren's going to get a lot more touches this year. I thought Najee Harris was the definition of mediocrity. If they can't go into New York and beat a first-time head coach with Justin Fields at quarterback by 3 points, they should hang it up. Give me the Steelers minus a 3. Second one, I'm taking the Texans. They're going to the Rams. Stafford hasn't practiced at all. And I understand he's really good, but a lot of really good quarterbacks, we've talked about it, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, a lot of these guys start off the year slow because they don't play in the preseason. Not only hasn't he played in the preseason, but he got a back. Backs don't get better. They just stay sore. You can shoot him up all you want, but he hasn't thrown the ball around the yard. Rodgers, years when he had 5 total interceptions, he had 2 of them in the first game, and then 3 of them over the next 15. The first game's when they get got. Give me the Texans plus 3 on the road. I love the Rams here. I think Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua are going to score 1,000,000 points, but they're not going to do it this week. Next, a team that I picked to be my sleeper to make the playoffs. Everybody loves the Patriots this year, and I do think they're going to be better. And I think Vrabel's a really good coach, but you know who has a Super Bowl? Not Vrabel, the guy on the other side. Raiders plus 2.5, going in with a quarterback in Geno Smith that's been around for a while. Their rookie in Ashton Genty, running backs translate over to the pros quickly and well. Give me the 2.5 points because I think everybody's on the Patriots. I think they're going to be a lot better this year, but in game 1, I trust the Raiders. And last but not least, let me bring it back to the North. Not only am I going to bet my college team, but I'm going to bet my NFL team this week.
Here comes the awful pick of the week, everyone. Here it comes.
Here it comes. It would be awful if the Browns didn't consistently beat the Bengals at home, and they do. I'm not telling you to have the Stones to take the money line on this game at plus 195. But give me 5.5. Joe Flacco proved that he can score points in Kevin Stefanski's system. He's going to throw the ball all over the field, and Cincinnati's not going to be able to do much about it. Now, they may score more points back the other way and get the game, but 5.5 is too much against a really, 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 really historically really bad defense. So give me the Browns plus 5.5. And as a sleeper pick, David Njoku, though I don't think he's going to be great throughout the season, performed really, really well with Joe Flacco. So if you're in any sort of fantasy league, a daily draft, I think Njoku has a big week. Those are my picks in the NFL.
Love it. All right, Survivor. For me, I went back and forth on this week. I think if you're playing traditional Survivor, you got one entry. I think you play Denver and you live to fight another day. I just don't see a rookie quarterback going in there and winning. And rookie quarterbacks week 1 on the road have not fared well historically. So it is a real tough spot here for Cam Ward. So for me, it's Denver and fight on. And good news is Dallas scored quickly, 7-0 Dallas. So maybe you get lucky and a little bit of the pool gets knocked out here with Philly. Jimmy, what about Survivor strategy for you?
100%. If you're in a singular league, it's really the only play I see. I think Tennessee has potential to be better than people expect. I think Cam Ward, they say he looks good in the preseason. Calvin Ridley had a good year last year with Will Levis that threw the ball to anyone and fumbled it backwards. So I think they could be okay. But Sean Payton's too good of a coach. Denver's defense is stacked. Like they're just even if it's an ugly game, if it's a high scoring game, Denver wins. If it's an ugly game, Denver wins. I can't figure out any way that Tennessee loses. If you like Denver and Tennessee beats them, you're in trouble. I don't give a shit if it's week 1 or not. So 100% on Denver. If you have multiple entries, we've talked about it before. This is the only week between now and week 7 or 8, or when 75% of your league is out, that you diversify. I would put 80% of my picks on that game, and if you want to throw a pick here or there on 2 other games for fun because you have enough entries in it, then so be it. But yeah, you're 100% right. Denver's the pick.
All right, and we're gonna wrap it up with tutties. All right, I love playing a 5-man round robin where I play them by 3s, I play them by 4s, and then I parlay the whole thing. So for me, my Sunday one is I love JT to get in the end zone. I love Gibbs to get in the end zone. I think Cook's going to the kitchen. Give me McBride. He had such bad luck last year getting in the end zone. It just seems right that he would get off to a good start. And then give me Thomas Jr. to get in there for the Jags. Those are my 5. Jimmy, anyone you want to add, subtract, or you like it?
No, I like it. Look, I think that the people I like don't have a ton of value, right? Like, and so I'm probably just going to avoid. I think Malik Neighbors gets in. I think they're going to make it a point to feed this kid early. I think if Russell Wilson knows what's good for his job, he's going to throw him the ball because he can't play conservative Russ football. He's got to get the ball out. So I think Malik Neighbors, but it's at plus 145. It's just not enough juice probably to lay that. I would include that in any parlay you like, because I think Malik Neighbors gets in the end zone this weekend.
All right, love it. All right, you heard it here, but let's win some money, right? Let's cash some tickets, Jimmy. And if you follow us on that Michigan State BC total, just remember one thing: it's never under till it's over.